Well, hello, welcome to the home of the treasure pirate. The reason you're not seeing me today is I went out this morning to the charity shops and I got absolutely soaked in the rain. So this one is going to be without me looking like a drowned rat. But it had been so long since I'd done a haul that I really thought I had to show you what I got. And this is really all just from this morning. So, large collection of it just kind of left lying about. I will show you what I have bought. Now, first things first, there we go. Tedious as it is, a Harry Potter, because I am collecting bundles. I do sell bundles when I can get hold of them all. It was only £1. And we have 2 lots of wallpaper. Oh, upside down wallpaper, lovely. There's a Laura Ashley Home, which is a Gosford cranberry, rather lovely design. Only one of those for £1. And also here we go, sorry about this amateurish approach, but there we go, Graham and Brown, and this is a thing designed by Julian MacDonald called Jewel in a damson colour. Again, only one roll, cost me £1, but if I can figure out how to post them, because they're a tube, so that creates slightly different problems, and they're not light, then I can get those out and listed. Prices are a little bit all over the place. Something I am quite pleased with, and it was a chance pickup, of this lovely fellow here. Here he is. He's enormous, as you can see. He's quite enormous. It turns out he's a Pinacosaurus, or some such name. He's really rather splendid. Nice big red eye there, fierce. And although he only cost me, I think, £1, there's only one this size for sale, and that's in America for about 30 quid. Obviously a little less. He's not a special brand or anything. He's just a Chinese beastie, made in China. But he could net me a penny or two. Now the thing I had to have, he's not worth much, but he's cute, and he is, of course, Sweep. Exactly what I think of it. He's a bit mucky. He'll need a clean. He's not very old. He's 2008 hand puppet. There we go, sooty. I could possibly get a tenner for him, but I'm thinking I might save him and see if I can get some of the others, like Sweep. And there's another one that someone was talking about that was quite rare, a little puppet in a school outfit, as well as Sue. So I may try and get some of the others, but I grew up with this chap and I always liked him because he was so naughty. So he's definitely a favourite of mine. Right, other finds. Oh, I don't think I can present this so that it looks lovely. And it wasn't lovely, it was on a pound rail. But I know that things that are embroidered, have embroidery detail, seem to be doing rather well. And this is a fairly plain granny-ish cardigan, I have to say. Made by Pitlochry of Scotland, which is actually quite a good brand. And I thought, this has got to be wool, and strangely enough, it's not, it's acrylic. Only cost me £1. So I may be able to give that to somebody for a little bit more money than that, I hope. I haven't really pulled comps on everything at the moment because I've just got in and I'm still very wet. Now these were nice. Nice pair of Clark's boots. Quite a wide top. They're a size 7D, and I think these look like they've got a wide calf, which I know is often very, very sought after. They really do look like they're just dusty. They've hardly been worn, in very, very good condition. So, I think I paid £3.50 for these. This particular shop I go to are very, very good with their shoes, and they don't overprice. So I should be looking at £20 back on them easily. Another little find. Jeans. I do quite well with jeans, and this little number, you may recognise the back pocket there. It's a 7 for all mankind, and I liked this pocket detail. A little bit less boring. These are actually grey. I'm not sure if that's coming out very well on the screen. You'll see they do brand quite a lot. One way to know if they're genuine is that they do have a 7 inside there, and of course they have good tags. This is a 26, which equates to an 8. So they give quite a lot of information there, and style. I haven't really researched the style. I can't see anything the same. They're a small size, but I should be able to get reasonable money on them. They're a good quality jean. Look at my red cushion there. It looks better on camera than it does in real life. Anyway, another find of the day. I finally got my hands on a pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans. Mum jeans. Yay! Now they say 12 and I was thinking, ooh, might suit me, and ooh, my colour. And look, definitely me. However, size 12 is the US size. These are in fact a size 16. Again, they're quite well branded, all the labels, etc. I don't know if people are faking these, but they're pretty expensive new apparently. And I love this. There we go. Lift tuck. Basically a tummy tuck without paying some surgeon to muck around with your innards. So these are really rather lovely, in great quality, great condition there. No wear on the hems really to speak of. So I've got to look at the comps on these, but being a size 16, I think they're going to be a little more profitable because, well, I'm sure they seem to be a little rarer at that size. Now, what else have I got to show you? Not much. Oh, pair of Levi's. Here we go. How amateurish is this? There we go. 501s. I picked these up because, although I paid a fiver for them, those other jeans were £4 each, by the way, both the Not Your Daughters and the 7 for Mankind. Nice pair of Levi's, but they're actually very high-waisted Levi's. Really the style now. These are men's, and although it says, excuse the shadowing, 36 length, 32, some bright spark with shorter legs has hemmed them quite substantially, so they're probably more like a 28, 29 inch leg. I will measure, and unfortunately, even if you took the hem down, you'd end up with a great big line. So these will be sold to the shorter, wider gentleman who may be looking for a pair of 80s vintage styly 501s. But they're all in good nick apart from the sabotage to the hems. I say that as somebody who seems to have trouble getting jeans long enough. What else have I got? Now these don't look much. They look a bit strange. I found these buried away at the bottom of a pile of things, but when I looked I went, ooh, that looks like Puma. And this is very interesting. They're not as clean as they might be, but they're really quite funky. This sort of style with a cutaway back. And I looked underneath and I thought, my God, they've probably only been worn once or twice. Mind you, they're mucky enough. I've got to get some tips off trainer experts as to how to clean these without taking all the lovely print off. And it turns out they are, helpfully, it says here, Puma 917s, and it says size JP 23.0, which I can only assume means this might be a Japanese size, because inside it says they were designed in Japan. I have to find out what size that equates to, but they're quite small. I would say they might be a 4.5, 5, something like that. But they are just so cool and funky. I've paid £4 for them. I've got to be able to get something pretty decent back for them. They are just unusual and I thought rather cool. But I'm not a trainer expert, so what can I say? Now this isn't going to show up very well. I will lay it out. It's a dress. Oh, it's quite a big dress. Right, very unimaginative, I know. No, it looks like a dish rag. In actual fact, it's a linen blend dress, which has quite a few layers in it. It's what we tend to say is the Logan look, because it's this sort of multi-layering that kind of hides a multitude of sins, particularly at larger sizes. It's cool and comfortable in summer, which we will get one day here. So I paid £3 on this. I don't know the brand. I took a bit of a punt. Taliesin. Taille normally means size in French, so it's something to do with that. And it is a UK 22, so that's a nice big size. And when I've ironed it and photographed it so it doesn't look so much like a dish rag, I should be able to get reasonable money for that, maybe £20. What else have I got? Oh, one little thing here. White stuff. I'm always picking up white stuff. It flies out of my shop. And this is a little dress. Sorry, there we go. Jumping you around again. It comes out brighter on camera. It's a little bit more muted in real life. Just a little dress with some cutesy pockets there. Little summer dress. And it is actually a size 14, so if I wasn't so anti-pink, it might be my thing, but anyone that knows me knows that I'm kind of a bit shy of heavy colour, particularly pink. Very fond of black. So, the final thing, and I'd said to myself, you know what, I've got games to get rid of, I'm not going to buy games. So what do I flipping pick up? Yeah, Totopoly. An amazing game, a brilliant game at the best of times, and this was sitting on the shelf with this, well, as near as damn it immaculate box. This has got to be quite an old one, but it's in such great nick, and it had £2 on the price tag, so I thought, you know what, yes, it's in lovely condition. It's probably not going to sell for me until we get to the next lot of quarter fours, and it's going to take space on my shelf, but it's a glorious, glorious thing. It comes with all these amazing little horses. Ooh. Glimpse of fairy jumper there, that's all you're getting of me today. There we go, these incredible metal, they're all here. The little metal horses. Oops, falling over horse. Drunk horse, there we go, that can't be allowed, can it? Right, blue one, also drunk. I don't know what's the matter with these animals these days. There we go, and the red ones. There were 12 in total, they are all in really superb condition. I don't even think this thing's been played with. Because we get the short game instructions, the long game instructions. Oh, here we go. Wakefield Road in Leeds. I knew that. I used to live in Leeds a very long time ago. Probably after this game was made, though, I suspect. 2 copies of the rules. Deeply handy. And then you get all of these bits and pieces. Now, these cards, the betting cards, have not been used. And this makes me think that the game has not been played. I've had these before in various states, and I've sold them, but all the cards are here. 2 dice. The money is just, well, pretty much immaculate, apart from 1 or 2. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it, and I'm sure I will get good money on it in the fullness of time. I don't know about you peeps out there. I've been hearing, seeing, reading, observing, watching YouTube. Great way to waste a bit of time whilst I've been listing. That, you know, people have been rather slow on sales, and I have to say, yes, that has certainly happened to me. I had a couple of bigger sales, which was lovely. I sold a set of plates, and I will do a what sold one, because I had these amazing plates from the 60s, 70s with fish on them. It was an Aquarius series, and they were amazing. And I picked up, it was one of the very first boot sales I ever went to here, and I picked up 2 sets of these plates. This guy had them under his table, and I just thought, my God, they're amazing, for something like £32. Anyway, the first set I sold for about, I think I sold them for 130, and this last set I've sold for 140. So, ching ching, there's profit, but I'm always petrified when I post anything like that, because it's high value and you're not covered. You cannot be insured for these things, and I'm always absolutely petrified until the thing turns up. And these went abroad as well, so I'm really booking it. Hopefully they'll arrive safely. So I hope all of you have had really good sales. I hope things are picking up for you, and you're starting to enjoy perhaps what might be a new boot fair season, although judging on the soaking I got today, I won't be going to any soon. So that shows what you can pick up from just 2 charity shops after a yoga lesson. How's that? So click the like button if you liked it, subscribe to me if you want to subscribe to me, and I will try and put out a few more videos. Thank you. Bye.